Last time President Trump ran for office, I had him in my front seat. The Secret Service came and got me. So everything the Secret Service got, it's an educational moment. I went to Baltimore City Teachers Union. When President Biden came to town, the Teachers Union got me into the building and the Secret Service put me out. So we're gonna talk about it. Being black in America, 2025. I'm the cook in Baltimore. I'm an activist in Baltimore. So I'm getting ready to put it to work. I'm famous for toilets. So Brooke Learman, also Brooks, Raskin, Hoyer. I want to testify in front of the grand jury. I want exoneration of the Supreme Court. Activism ain't terrorism. I'm gonna terrorize y'all with the truth and more toilets. I'm cooking, it's my time of year. Like I said, last time around, the Secret Service stopped me. That's the Secret Service. That's President Trump. That's President Trump. Everything President Trump got, he got to give up. He got to give up. It's Found Studios, all right? Local activist Dwayne Shorty Davis is famous for placing toilets around the city in the form of protest. And I'm going to do it again. And this is my #1 stunner, President Trump in the toilet. We flushing careers in 2025. I'm the 2021 Weaver Award winner. We talking about mass incarceration in your prison industry. We talking about the murder and the death of our black community, the killing of our kids, all right? The killing of our kids. Sandra Bland, Tyrone West, Anthony Anderson, Maurice Donald Johnson, all of them. Only difference is I'm still alive and breathing. I'm a weaver, weaving for social justice. This is President Trump and Shorty, all right? Like I said, I'm a weaver. Dwayne Shorty Davis, citywide, and these other people that support me. These are the supporters of Shorties, all right? Dwayne has been building communities in Baltimore for over 20 years and is passionate about bringing people together, getting them to think about things in new ways and taking care of them with good food, all right? Dwayne will use this award to spread the Project The Good in the Hood, which brings people together at family-friendly events to connect, share food, ideas, and strengthen communities in Baltimore. I'm a builder in Baltimore, all right? This is the Atlas Group. And this morning, y'all called the police on me. Y'all can't keep filing false papers with the court. It says a person may not make or cause to be made a statement, report, or complaint that the person knows to be false in whole and material or part. That's Ivan Bates. You need to press charges against Fox 45. They done did it like 4 or 5 times. Activism ain't terrorism. It's the Black Chronicles, being black in America. And that's President Trump. And like I said, my toilets. That's the First Amendment of the Constitution. Don't gamble with your freedom. See from that, President Trump, August 2020, August 14th. Activism ain't terrorism. And that's Malcolm Ruff. We getting ready to push buttons.
President Trump, Dan Bongino, Ivan Bates. I was kidnapped by Scott Shellenberger. $250 million in intellectual property was stolen. Making a movie ain't against the law.
Making a movie ain't against the law. Dred Scott, Marcus Garvey. It's the learning tree. And you're going to learn about monopoly. The money Fox 45 makes off mass incarceration. The money President Trump is shielding. Like I said, I'm the weaver in Baltimore. Maryland Citizens for the Arts. And that's Gov.O'Malley. We talking about the art of getting money. I'm still Shorty. And I'm still standing. And y'all gambling with my future. That's President Trump. And this is the learning tree. They say if you want to give it to Jesus, give it to Jesus. But if Jesus ain't listening, give it to Shorty. I take care of that. There's room for everybody at my table. I feed the city of Baltimore. I feed gay, black, white, transgender. Everybody can eat because everybody hungry. Everybody don't believe in this white supremacy like you. Like I said, I'm the Weaver Award. Went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best. We're going to take this to Hollywood. Dwayne Davis versus the state of Maryland. Dear Governor O'Malley, that's Shorty in my program. And my program is about saving lives. Saving our black community's lives. That's President Trump. See the big picture? Maryland's prison industry. O'Malley and Brown's money machine. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. My number ain't changed. Like I said, I'm the Weaver in Baltimore. That's the Baltimore Ravens. That's Ozzie Newsome. That's Ed Mulatello. And that's me on the House of Cards. Jodie Foster shot my episode. That's 2015, BOPA, Arts and Promotions. All right? And Mayor Brandon Scott got that. That's the state of Maryland. All right? That's the state of Maryland, 2007. In regards to your documentary, I will not be able to appear. You're in the documentary. You're in the documentary. Also, Brooks is in the documentary. Speaker Jones is in the documentary. See Speaker Jones? That's Speaker Jones. We talking about Dred Scott, 2010, because I never got a trial. I went home on vacation and came back on probation. That's a Privacy Act. 1402 Lochner. Same number. Dutch Ruppersberger, Senator Cardin's, Durbin. That's the Illinois Attorney General's office. False imprisonment for filming a documentary. That's Commissioner Belfield. That's Fox 45. That's Jane Miller. That's the Baltimore Sun and the Washington Post and Justin Fenton. 1402 Lochner, 2009. Inmate Property Report. Release all material to the voters. That's Gov.O'Malley and that's Fern Shin and Shorty. That's Peter Francott, because I'm looking for an audit. That's Fern Shin, and that's the Baltimore Sun. I'm the video vigilante. Got a story called Shorty. Social media for social change. MySpace, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Equity and civil rights. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, right here is parole and probation. That's my parole and probation. Maryland's prison industry. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Just like Martin Luther King, letters from Birmingham jail. This is to prove I was making a movie about your judicial system. And that's notarized in Baltimore City. Commode motion. Yeah. Commode motion. I need you anyway. Most of the stuff I got is mailed through the post office.
And I heard you say Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama.
Remember the museum they got in Birmingham, Alabama? The Civil Rights Museum? All right? And the mail must go through. And if I mailed it, it's mail receipts. You feel what I'm saying? Postal violations. That means that it shows a trail, a paper trail. It's about being black in America. You can look at this and...
A lot of people don't know about, they call Birmingham, but they used to call it Birmingham.
Because they was bombing black people the same way that you bombing Palestine.
Yep, I used to live on College Hill, and it's up the hill. And so when the white people would come through on their private planes, they would drop down bombs.
The spraying, when they sprayed their crops for their field, they were spraying black people with bombs.
Yep, I know all about good old Beham.
So see, you look at that toilet. Remember public accommodations?
Right here?
Yeah, public accommodations mean that right there. Come a little closer to the tree. See the tree? Ain't that the Legacy Museum on that toilet?
Yep, the Legacy Museum.
The Legacy Museum. So we got a legacy about this here.
Yep.
All right. My brother worked for the Postal Service. He a postal inspector. My nephew, my sister, we worked for the post office. That's why I did it with certified mailing. You can't say that you ain't got it.
You're doing a good job, sir.
Thank you. I plan to unless they kill me. That's the States Attorney's office. That's Ivan Bates. Like I said, everything I got is notarized. All right? Certified in mail. Fox 45, the Baltimore Sun. See the mail receipts? Izzy Pataki, Speaker Jones, Peter Francott, Mark Steiner. All right? State Attorney Mosby, President Biden, Department of Justice, Stephanie Smith. And that's President Trump. Maryland's prison industry. See the big picture? It ain't work when you make it fun. And this ain't work. This is strictly fun. We talking about $250 million in intellectual property theft. The state of Maryland. And President Trump, Dan Bongino, Attorney General, Department of Justice, Watergate 2025. A real life house of cards.